Hey, there you go.
All right.
You good?
Yep. Owning the competition better than Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears, baby. It is the Flex Zone. Back again in studio, and we are still the only place giving you sports fellas how you want it.
When you need it.
You already know what time it is. It's Monday, and you know what that means. What better way to start your week than with the hottest sports podcast in all the universe? And we are still Cavante, America's Most Wanted Podcast, baby. And I'm the host with the Moist, baby. God's favorite host. But remember, sports podcast community, acknowledge us because we are the head of the sports podcast table. And we do kick our feet up on the table like Brock did. Episode 314 started with a dream, baby. Back again after a quick hiatus. We talking NBA season started. Ladies, we didn't forget about your WNBA season wrapped up. And of course, we got to recap this weekend in the National Football League. Of course, it was some goofies. Always is. With Cavante. Of course, we got that debate of the day. Exciting, fun, jam-packed show. We're all back together in the studio, and it feels so good. Once again, shout out to Knowledge back there, making us sound better than we are. Vocals sound real good. And y'all already know, if you're watching this on Facebook, share it. But more importantly, if you're watching on YouTube, once again, give it up for Uncle Raj, making us look beautiful on the YouTube. Raj, tell them to subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff.
Yeah, please subscribe to the YouTube page, the Flex Zone Podcast. Putting up new content, you know, pretty much almost trying to put it up every day, but it's a work in progress, but it's coming along very well. A lot of new content, a lot of Ravens content for y'all Ravens fans, and we're gonna keep it moving.
Ideas, want to be a guest? Any suggestions for the show? theflexzone1@gmail.com, and of course, you want to donate to that hashtag theflexzone1. We are the only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. Of course, Wednesdays we are on all your streaming platforms, wherever you get your podcast. You know the vibes. But I can't do the show alone. That and lead off. MLB Playoffs rolling along. High school sports as well. It's your friendly neighborhood. Cousin D.
Dead Sox are winning. Not happy about that.
They're killing too.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Come on, Houston. We need y'all. We need y'all to get it done. Nobody wants to see the Dead Sox in the World Series. Nobody wants to see that.
Well, put on your crown, brother. You look like you're having a good week of picks.
Oh, yes.
You got your whistle to call out the BS.
Crown is looking good.
You got your Ravens watch on, man. You're feeling good.
I've only lost 3 games. I'm looking good.
Got your Ravens watch on.
Oh, yes.
Got the laptop out.
Laptop's out, you know.
It means business, America.
You know, I was on assignment over the weekend down Cavante's Park, PG County. Had a couple interesting games, you know, and at Wise and at Bishop McNamara. But check out DonSport.net. Check out the Flex Zone on YouTube. We need y'all to subscribe to that. Or the belts will come out, something come out, but we need y'all to subscribe to it. And you do that right now.
This next man, he's got a wardrobe change, but it is accepted because we're honoring a legend, and he's one of the heavy hitters of this show, much like the man's jersey he's wearing. He is the man that has a turnover chain, but I don't think he has it on this week. He is still Cravante, Baby, captain of the Goofy Ship, the voice of reason. You had a good weekend, sir.
Yeah, I had a pretty good weekend. Y'all know how I feel. I'm not big on like outdoor sports, so
yeah, it was good to see you outside.
So so I had to pop out on the football team.
No pipes burst or anything, right?
No.
I had to make sure.
My heavens, I need all my money back. You know what I'm saying? I need all of it, like food, beer, drinks. I need all my money back. But I stepped out because the late great, the legend Sean Taylor's jersey was being retired, and there's a space on the field with his number on it, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go out there this one time, and it was very nice. It was a very nice day. Yeah. We tailgated, tailgated for a couple hours, walked to the stadium, got in pretty damn good seats. You know, in the football arena, it's hard to have bad seats, really, because you get a good vision. You get a good vision of the field. So yeah, I had a really good time. Wasn't thrilled with the score. Knew we was gonna lose, but you know, that score sounds about right, and it looks like the Chiefs. This may steamroll the Chiefs moving forward, but that's neither here nor there. I had a good time, despite the lackluster efforts of the football team.
So one last order of business. Since you did see the tribal chief, did you acknowledge him?
Listen, man. Listen, man. The first half, unrecognizable. But the second half, that's when he tapped in. That's exactly when he tapped in. And yeah, because he had the abysmal. It was terrible. Like his first half was. I'm like, who am I watching? Who is this? This is not the guy that I was. That's why I picked for the Super Bowl. Not in that first half, but second half they definitely turned around, and the defense looked better. But we'll get into it later.
Next, man, killing it on social media, getting those likes, subscribers up. Uncle Raj, you have a good weekend. You were down at the stadium tailgating yourself.
Yeah, man, it was a great experience. Great to see everybody down there. The best crowd, Ravens crowd. It was pretty chill, man. We didn't have to worry about no close games or have heart attack pills or heart pressure medicine. Right. It was just straight up. We handled our business. Everybody was kumbaya, and it was a fun moment, man. It was great.
It wasn't a sweat. Y'all put the medication away.
Yeah.
Hold on. So
put the blood pressure
every game you've been to, I think the Ravens have won. Is that correct? If you keep a score at home, at least this year.
No. Throughout my whole life,
yeah,
I believe every game I went to, they won.
Yeah.
No, except one. Except one game they lost, and it was to the Steelers. And it was that game where Troy Polamalu knocked the ball.
That was decades ago. That's cool. That was last decade. That was last decade. We won't count that.
Yeah.
But this year.
But this year.
And last year.
Yes, in 2019.
Yes, the Lamar era. You doing good.
Lamar era, we haven't lost the game since I've been there.
Yes.
You gotta keep going.
That's right.
That's good.
This next man keeps going. You can start your day with a cup of Dre, baby. The savior misbehavior, the pride of the East Side, baby. The man who tells the ladies take a ride on Space Mountain, baby. The man who's more phenomenal than AJ Styles. The A-lister. Unlike the Miz on Dance with the Stars, D, with that goofy genie suit, it is the head of the Flex Zone table, the man who makes the show go. The straw that stirs the drink, baby. It is LaAndre Melton. And remember, America, he pays his dues on time.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Byron. As always, let me take a moment out to shout out HBCUs for a second. Your school, Dell State homecoming this weekend coming up.
Yeah, it is this weekend coming up. COVID permitting, but I'll leave that alone.
And my fellow Morganites from the Morgan State University.
You did right.
Yes, sir.
My brothers who hold it down each and every week. Jackson State, which I was there.
I heard it was
I heard it was wild up there. But nevertheless, I want to make sure that we shout out these HBCUs. Make sure you like the page on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube. And of course, Cash App us too.
Oos, what's good, Lamar? Brandon, what's good? Yeah, Cash App the Flex on 1.
Hey, what's up, Newt?
Ladies to the front, because the WNBA Finals have come to a close, and she came home and she got it done. Miss Parker. Chicago Sky, first ever WNBA title. It was a lit atmosphere, and unlike those Cubs, unlike those White Sox, unlike those Bulls, unlike those Bears, Chicago, you gotta win a championship team for once. And it's the Chicago Sky. D had to like what the WNBA did. It was good for the sport. 25th anniversary.
Good. I think they drugged the series on a little bit because of TV. Game 1 was Sunday, game 2 was Wednesday night. They kind of
They're doing the NBA thing.
Yeah, they kind of drug it on. But props to them. They beat a Warrior Phoenix team. Remember, Chicago was 16-16. So it wasn't like they was going in the playoffs hot. They had injuries. They all came together, got the job done, and was able to win. Disappointed in the Mercury. They didn't stay around and kind of talk to the media. That was a little disappointing to see. But they was hurt they lost, but gotta have good sportsmanship. You gotta stay around and talk when you win as well as you lose. And Skylar Diggins, it's always great to see you, my girl.
My heavens.
I need to see Mom too. I mean, no.
The only one we missing is Maya Moore.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, she'll be back in Minnesota hopefully next season. But Diana Taurasi still was doing her thing. She's still hitting shots, man, and
pushing refs.
She pushed the refs.
Oh wow!
That was a slight show.
Miss Griner did her thing.
That's right, D. Be respectful.
In game 3.
He's being nice.
Make sure our man from Family Matters ain't dating her.
Oh my gosh! Stop.
Say hi to Miss Queen.
Hey,
it's the Soulja Boy Sports, the Flex Zone. Thank you, Miss Queen. Shout out to Miss Queen.
We'll take the Soulja Boy for now. But good to see the Sky getting it done. Our girl Candice Parker, she gets it done on TNT, got it done with the Sparks, then she came back home to Chicago, getting it done. So the Sky's the team to beat next year. Hopefully the Mystics get their act together. We need to get our team back.
For sure.
The Sparks need to kind of rebuild and start from scratch now. Hopefully the WNBA be good, but look out for the Las Vegas Aces, boy. They got a lot of aces.
Good. They're really good.
And the
They're
lookers,
good,
and they got some aces on the court.
They got some hoopers. They got some
Oh,
hoopers
they
over
got
there.
some
They look
hoopers.
good.
They
look good.
They look
They
good.
look good.
Literally,
And they
figuratively,
play
however way
good.
you want to look at it, they look good.
Devontae, you excited for the sky?
I once I heard she was coming back, I figured she had some unfinished business, and it's like I just saw her on TNT for a fight going back and forth with Shaq and Dwayne Wade, and then she talks her talk, and it comes immediately back and backs it up. Like all I could think of was Kanye West and Coming Home Again.
You know, the irony is Dwayne Wade and KD were people who advised her to go back home. So take that for what it's worth.
And I will. Because that's something when you're a hometown kid and you get a chance to go back to where you came from and deliver a championship. There's nothing better than that. That's why LeBron James championship will probably be his biggest for pending possibly more. His best championship, no matter what. I mean, you know, the athlete will always say it's his latest championship, though Tom Brady's all the greats will tell you it's their latest. But I tell you, that championship that he delivered back to Cleveland, it won't be one bigger than that for him. You know what I'm saying? Because that just means so much. And it's tough to do, especially, you know, she's still playing at a high level, but she's not quite in her prime anymore. But I mean, she came back and she delivered, and I am very, very happy because now she come back, show off her ring to Shaq and all them. Like, yo, all that stuff I was talking, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I did that, even though she was a champion previously. Right. But like I said, that Chicago one is different. So big ups to them. Big ups to them.
We don't care. She's not in her prime. She can. Oh yes.
She's still in her prime when it counts, baby. Yeah. Dre, I know you like to see Miss Parker get it done. Say what's up to your family.
Like Cavante was saying, I mean, that championship that LeBron won, even if he wins another one with the Lakers, that honestly,
get to him. Forget him.
Don't worry, it's gonna be more.
I'm saying coming back home. It was relevant. It was relevant.
I know.
Can you get the point of what he?
I got the point, but we're gonna talk about that sucker in a moment. Go ahead.
No.
So nevertheless, it's like he said, it's different when you win it for your hometown, and for this to be their first one, and for her to come back and do it like that, I mean, hats off to her. You know, I mean, the series was 3-1, but I mean, it was still a good NBA Finals. I mean, it was still, to me, I enjoyed watching it, especially the people that were in it. Brittany Griner, you know, you gotta give her respect.
You said Eddie Winslow's new girlfriend?
Oh God. Nevertheless, this guy, man. Like I said, Candice Parker. I mean, many WNBA players out there. So shout out to the WNBA, who's slowly been increasing their ratings, interest with people over the years. I mean, we're talking about it right now here on this show, so that shows you the growth of that sport.
Roger, get the last word.
I watched a little bit of the finals. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't actually sit and watch the whole thing, but I seen it. I tuned in. I mean, I seen Chance the Rapper was there supporting the Chicago team, and I was seeing Candice Parker do her thing. I watched the highlights of it. It was pretty cool. I mean, I enjoyed. Mark, you need to stop.
No,
Mark,
no.
Mark, you're bad for that, man. Bad, Mark.
Yes.
Terrible.
Yes.
But
damn,
you messed me up.
Mess your thought up.
Messed my thought. But I just wanted to say, congrats to Candice Parker for getting her second ring. I didn't know why she was going back home, but now I understand. I see why she went back home. She made them champions, and Dana Taurasi is a legend in this game, man. She's damn near almost 40 years old and still balling the way she does. It is amazing to see.
Right.
Brittany Griner, is probably one of the best players in the WNBA, and she continues to do her thing as well. And Miss Skylar Diggins-Smith is phenomenal, man. But
her mom was very phenomenal.
Okay, but they lost. And it was a really good series, and I'm hoping this is a start for the WNBA to get even more viewership, because they are very important in sports, and it was a cool moment, definitely for 2021.
Well, 2021 is moving along as we enter the fourth quarter of this year. It's time for another NBA season, 75th anniversary. What is it? It's not the Jubilee. It's the
Diamond, right?
Something. Anyway, year 75. There'll be a top 75 list coming out. Raj.
Yes.
The NBA season. A lot to talk about, a lot of topics, but we're going to keep it short and sweet. What are you looking forward to as a Lakers fan? Or anything else? It doesn't have to be Lakers, but I'm sure it'll be Lakers. And who plays in the finals in June? It's back in June? Yeah, I think it's back in June.
We're back to normal.
Back to normal?
Okay.
Back in normal. 82 games again. All-Star game in February.
And we still got the little playing.
Yep, playing tournament still happening. So, your thoughts?
Man, I'm so glad the NBA is back to status quo. It's been a long time coming. It is a lot to digest, man. A lot of scenarios going on. The Ben Simmons situation.
Yeah.
Will he stay with the Philadelphia 76ers? I'm not sure yet. Doc and him are talking, but we're going to find out during the season. Which team does John Wall go to? The Rockets are pretty much shopping him around. He's not going to play until he's traded. So that's another.
Well, he won't be playing for a while.
That's another thing. That's
Good luck.
Because his market is not what it used to be.
It's not what it used to be.
Is run up against the wall.
Jamal Murray, is he going to come back during the season? Was he going to come back at the beginning or the end? How is his recovery going? Is he going to make an impact for the Denver Nuggets? Not sure, but we'll find out during the season as well. Will Bradley Beal get traded during the season?
Will he get vaccinated? Dum 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 dum.
But it might not matter for him because he could play all 82 games.
True. Yep, you're right. Yep, nope, you're
going
right.
From city to city that
Yep.
has vaccination codes and still play, which is kind of ridiculous.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Very. And of course, the big one: will Kyrie get the vaccination?
Goof.
I'm not sure. I'm kind of 50-50 on that, honestly, that whole situation. I understand where he's coming from. I also understand where other people are coming from. But I mean, it's a thing that's been going on in these past couple of weeks that we haven't really talked about just yet.
Brother, can I say something about that?
Sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure you might be one of your goofies, but I mean, go ahead.
Not yet, because it's still developing and it hasn't taken a turn for the worse. But I think this is one of those things where there's a difference of opinion. Obviously, right? There's Kyrie has his own personal opinions and reasonings, which can be very goofy at times. He is a flat earther. What is it? Flat earther? Whatever.
Flat earther.
Whatever. That's him. He's that. And the Brooklyn Nets have their own thoughts and opinions. And
yes, Miss Quinn, we know you love James Harden.
And they are in the lavish state of New York. And it's okay. It's okay for them to have those differences of opinion, but just understand there are consequences that come with that, and you cannot be in the home state of New York and not be vaccinated. That's just the thing. And New York is the first state, I think the only state that's like
New York and LA are doing it. Cali is doing it as well.
The entire state.
Yeah, Cali's doing it.
Okay, so and that makes perfect sense. New York and California, but you can't. Those are the rules, and those aren't Brooklyn Nets rules or NBA rules. Honestly, that's a New York State thing. You know what I'm saying? So unless you go to a team whose state has loose vaccination rules, i.e. Florida or Texas, you're gonna have problems wherever you go. You understand? Because ain't nobody trying to have you 50% of the time. That's not a thing. You're jacking up the chemistry. We can't have you here, then an active game. Yeah, we're not gonna keep going back and forth. And I applaud Steve Nash and the Brooklyn Nets for stepping up and saying, Kyrie, I'm sorry, we can't. We're not gonna bend over anymore for you. Pretty much. But Kyrie may have to retire.
I mean, he doesn't want to retire. But since we're talking about the vaccination, can we make this clear about Andrew Wiggins' vaccine situation and compare it to Kyrie's situation?
What was his reasoning?
I don't think he gave any.
He didn't.
No, he just said
He just was like, I don't want to get vaccinated.
First.
Wiggity whack.
No, he was very upset about that. Honestly, he didn't want to get vaccinated.
And then just basically he was
but
pressured
They was pressured. They pressured him. They said, "Look,
because everybody else I think on the team was vaccinated.
everybody was vaccinated on the team
Let's go.
except him."
Run that T-shirt out.
Pretty sure they all came to him like, "Bro, can you please do this for us?" And he caved into it, and he did it. So he wasn't right. He said he wasn't happy. He doesn't know the effects that it's going to have on his body, but he did it for his team.
I mean, well, we're talking about two vastly different people. They're on different ends of the spectrum. The spectrum. One's a superstar. One's a pretty much average NBA player. He could get pressured into doing that because he doesn't have any clout to stand on. Right. He doesn't have a name to stand on. Kyrie Irving does. So that's why nobody you see ain't nobody going to go pressure Kyrie because the last thing you're gonna do, the very last thing you're gonna do is pressure Kyrie Irving. He will walk away and not talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like it was times during the year when he didn't talk to people. Like didn't talk like your teammates, like the guys you play for and technically work with. You're just not gonna talk to people. You will take off when you feel like it. What you think you're gonna do if you pressure him to take this vaccine? He will retire. He will leave because you can't really force a trade right now because the next could be like, go retire. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I think had Kyrie's already also a bit more headstrong than Andrew Wiggins.
Let's get your finals prediction real quick and your quick thought on the Lakers.
My finals prediction. It's going to be ongoing throughout the season. I can't.
Of course,
it's going to be ongoing because it's going to be.
Well, give me your thoughts on the Lakers. We don't have to hold your feet to the fire with that one yet.
All right. Well, my thoughts on the Lakers.
Kyrie.
My thoughts on the Lakers is this: they have a chance to make noise, but as always, it's going to come down to Anthony Davis.
Canes. They're going to make noise with their canes.
Jesus, this guy.
This guy.
His insults. But I know. But it's gonna come down to Anthony Davis, honestly. It's gonna come down to if he's gonna be able to stay out there on the court, if he's gonna be able to keep himself in shape, because he came out of shape last year and then didn't play damn near the whole season. So it's going depending on that type of thing. Can Russell Westbrook actually be good for this squad and make tough jump shots and be a good team player and play under control? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that yet. I did watch his documentary on Showtime the other day, though. And I must say it was very well done. It was a good documentary. He had a lot to say about a lot of situations with the media, his relationship with Kevin Durant, and his time at OKC and in Houston. But he said one thing that I actually like. He actually said, I need to start playing like I'm under control sometimes. Sometimes when I'm very headstrong, I lose my composure and I lose myself on the court. And he's still working through that, which is a good thing. So I'm glad that he realizes that he needs to do that. Hopefully LeBron James can help him with that a little bit. But if he can bring that type of fire to the Lakers almost every night and ignite and give LeBron some rest and hopefully keep Anthony Davis out there on the court, they have a legit shot to make the NBA Finals and possibly win, but that's gonna be my pick for right now. But we're gonna find out. In the Eastern Conference, it's a toss-up, man. It's a toss-up because I'm not sure if Kyrie's gonna come back and help his team. I'm not sure if Ben Simmons is gonna leave Philadelphia or not, because that's another top-tier team.
Sure.
Boston is still a good team in my opinion. I'm not sure how they're gonna go throughout the season. Miami is another high-profile team that made a lot of noise in the offseason. Along with Chicago, they got a lot of new pieces.
Love Chicago right now. Love Chicago.
It can go anyway.
Forget about the Bucks.
And the Bucks, of course,
and the Bucks are defending champs.
They just chilling. They just chilling in the cut.
That I loved last year.
Yes.
They have a lot to prove as well. Giannis doesn't want to give that title up, from what I'm hearing. And he could be on his way back to the finals, but I don't have an East pick, man. I just don't have an East pick yet. I gotta see how it goes throughout the season. But it's gonna be a very exciting season this year, and I can't wait.
Dre,
I'm gonna take the easy route. I'm gonna take the Nets and the Lakers. But like Uncle was saying, I mean, with the NBA, you just never know. Who would have thought the Bucks would have won? This time, think about it. This time last year,
Raj.
we were saying that
Roger's the only one here.
Yeah.
and didn't come off of it.
But
Didn't come off of
but
it.
think about how crazy we said he looked for saying that.
But I didn't think he was crazy. I just thought it was not as likely as the other pick.
We're standing here calling Giannis a champion.
For sure. And MVP.
He was saying, he was like, I shot my free throws. He was so excited about it.
Because he did not go and he got better at it. Like that last game, he shot like 90% almost for the free throw. Like, what what are you talking about?
The NBA is such a toss up. And the storylines.
I love it.
The Lakers with an older team, but can these veterans Can these veterans piece it together?
And they're right.
Brooklyn, Brooklyn, can they, replica what the Nationals did without Kyrie and possibly win a championship, without one of their key superstars? I don't know. Maybe the chemistry might be better without Kyrie.
Can I say something, please?
Go ahead.
I think they need to cut loose.
But there's so many teams that you could say you need to cut loose. Look at Ben Simmons with the 76ers. Look
Absolutely.
At Kyrie with the Nets.
Yes.
We don't know if Dame Dollars is going to necessarily be happy with Portland.
No, he's not.
John Wall with the Rockets.
So John Wall's not a hot commodity right now.
No, he's not a hot commodity.
we need someone who actually has a market. Even Ben Simmons, goofy still has a market.
But it's still a lot of trades that could happen, injuries. You just don't know. So I'm looking forward to this NBA season. I really want to pick the 76ers, but then again, I did that last year.
Don't do it, Dre. You did it a couple. No, don't do it.
Please don't.
Or
do it and bet me.
So you just never know. Like I said, I'm going with the safe bet. And honestly speaking, the Nets should have been in the finals if it wasn't for Kyrie. If it wasn't for KD stepping on the line. So you just never know, honestly. But I'm looking forward, like I said, to this NBA season, and I'm gonna take the safe bet, and I know that's what the league would like for it to be Nets and the Lakers, especially the storylines that would come out of there. KD and Westbrook, LeBron getting another ring,
LeBron and possibly Kyrie.
It would be so many scenarios in there. But like I said, I'm just looking forward to it and seeing what happens. But go Lakers.
Cavante, who's going to the finals? Who you putting your money on?
The Washington Wizards.
Oh God!
I'll bet the bank on that.
Real quick, yes or no? Do the Wizards make the playoffs or the play-in? I guess.
Low key, Raj.
Let me interject real quick. Low key, they actually did look pretty good with that Morgan practice.
Practice, man.
Practice.
Anyway,
game.
Anyway,
was you at the practice?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk off air.
Me and your friend.
So
yes,
I think
our good brother.
I think
that's why.
I think the biggest thing, they got rid of the person who I thought they should have never gotten, and you sent him clear across the country, and now he's over there with the rest of the senior citizens. So now I like the team. It's low key. It's a lot of people on the team that got something to prove. We got Kyle Kuzma. Mm-hmm. We got
Dinwiddie.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
I like that backcourt.
And we got Bradley Beal.
I like that backcourt.
We got guys who have something to prove.
Harrell too.
Yeah, absolutely. So
and Gafford.
So we got some guys, like I said, got something to prove, and they're young.
Thomas Bryant.
And they're all young dogs. I don't think that we don't have the right coach yet.
You don't even want Unseld has a chance to.
I don't. Oh, snap! I completely forgot.
Yeah, what's
I forgot. I still got Scott Brooks on the line. I think we're getting everything new at the perfect time. Okay. I hope you know the whole thing is like his name, because we all know how great his dad was. Mm-hmm. I hope he brings some intensity. I hope he brings some bite to these dogs. And I hope he preaches defense, man. Because I'm tired of these boys be giving it up on the defensive side of the ball. Preach defense, get these boys some bite, and I think we'll be in a play-in. I'll say that. I'll say playing.
They're in a very interesting situation. Even they can be really good.
Oh yes,
Or
absolutely. Or they can fall flat on their face.
They can be really bad, but I don't see them being really in between. I see them playing extremely hard. I see, like I said, like you said, Kyle Kuzma, I think is going to bring something different. After getting away from LA and all the bright lights, I think he needs to be in a place where he can focus.
That's a tough place to play for a young guy.
Yeah.
They go. You have to. That's not your first stop.
And then he also won a championship. So
well, not just that, but he started and then he wasn't starting afterwards. That's
what I'm saying.
So
like,
of course, it was too much for him.
But Hachimura is going to be even better than he was last year.
Oh yes, yes,
Hachimura.
So I like the team. I'm back as a fan, and I think it will be low key. I think we'll be in a play-in.
And who plays in the finals?
Oh, finals. Oh boy. Let me get this team real quick. Warriors are back. Sheesh. Is Klay Thompson? When's Klay Thompson?
They saying December,
January.
January.
We forgot about Kawhi Leonard. When is he coming?
I don't think he's playing this
year. He might not play this.
He might not play this.
I think he's gonna leverage the situation. Probably try to get paid again.
Warriors already.
I think he is getting paid.
Well, he did just get paid. You're right. He did just get paid. He took the money. But I don't think he plays. If he does play, I don't know.
Of course. So I think there'll be a rematch of the Bucks and Nets in the Eastern Conference Finals, and in the West. Man, I want to rock with Phoenix one more time, but I think they messed up.
I agree with that Eastern Conference Finals. I agree with that.
I think they jacked their chance up of getting through. I go with, you know what? I'm gonna rock with the Suns one more time.
How do you think the Suns messed up?
I'm just saying because that's the best opportunity because everything was falling in line. You know what I'm saying? Like that was mainly not just for Suns, for Chris Paul. Everything was in line, like, and then you jumped out to a 2-0. Yeah. Then it was jumped out to the 2-0 in the finals. Yep. Like everything, like their path, it was like, yo, this is very favorable. I don't know if you would get this favorable of things to fall in line again. But young, they'll grow. I think they need to get the situation with Ayton figured out because he's going to be a big piece and a big reason why they go back if they go back.
D.
All right, I'm not gonna make a finals pick right now.
Yeah, let's talk about your good friend LeBron.
But the old Lakers, because they are old, they did not look well in the preseason. I know it is preseason, but it does tell a tale. They're still having a lot of shooting issues. The shooting league, you got to hit some threes.
Oh, Russell ain't gonna help that.
You got to hit some threes. The guys they got can't make them do that. Now they brought Avery Bradley back.
They dug him up.
Yeah, they dug him up from Golden State. He's back home. That might help a little bit, but these first 10 games for them, I think, is going to be key. And they got to play the Warriors first. They got to play the Suns afterwards. 2 speed teams. I think it's going to tell us the story, what they're going to need to do to get better. The West is still kind of loaded. Utah, Denver.
Yep.
Golden State, health-wise, should be there. The Clippers, even though without number 2, they should be well number 13. East, the Bucks are chilling because no one's talking about them. That makes them dangerous.
Yep.
I do think the Bulls will be improved. The Heat made a lot of moves. They're always gonna run that division anyway. They're gonna really be okay. Nets and the Sixers are the 2 question marks. I mean, Ben Simmons there. They say he's not really paying attention. I mean, he's to the point now, man. They just send him away and just decide what you want to do at this point. Kyrie, I mean, I understand where I'm coming from in his sense, but Kyrie always got something going on. It's always something with him. And he's not going to get much, what they say, rope on this one. But I do think our homie Stephen A. Smith do need to chill out. It seems like he is getting on him every day. It seems like it's kind of personal because the dude hadn't talked to him in a year. Now, we can go back with Stephen A. He made up some stuff on Iverson to cover his butt. I mean, it's like Stephen A. just fall back, let the situation play out. You don't got to get on the man every day.
That was so goofy. That was so goofy saying him and Michael Irvin this morning. But I'll leave that.
Oh, that was extremely
a yelling match.
Goofy.
That's what they want.
Speaking of Stephen A.
Screaming at.
I got something for him for the NFL segment.
Oh boy.
He need to chill out. Just chill out on the brother. Let the brother make decisions. He ain't talking to you. That's
put him and Kwame Brown in the room.
Yes.
He'll be real quick.
No hold on, baby.
Oh,
No
yeah,
football.
it's gonna be some furniture moving. All right,
For
ain't
real.
no furniture.
Mainly by
But
Kwame.
the Nets and Bucks might quick. That's the opening game tomorrow night. That should be good. Both of them will be good. Golden State LA will be too.
Yes.
I'm gonna real quick jump off a ledge. Well, not really jump off a ledge like my good brother Cavante. I think the Bucks will go back.
Okay.
And I'm going with the return of Team Light Skin. The Warriors are going back to the finals. Clay is coming back. We got Steph, who was the MVP candidate last year. He's my pick for MVP this year. Draymond Green. I like what they did in the draft. James Wiseman. He'll be healthy. Draymond, he might get shipped out of there, which is good. So I love it. I love it. I love what the Warriors are doing. And I think they're going to be right there in contention. I like Kuminga out of the draft. Did a hell of a job in the draft. Give me the Warriors and the Bucks. I don't know if the NBA wants that, but
No, the NBA want that. Oh, yes, they will.
Hey, you know
They want
what?
that.
One person we're forgetting about is Zion.
oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. He will miss the start of the
No,
season.
nobody's getting.
He's a hurt guy.
New Orleans is done.
And he's gained more weight.
But I mean,
Chunky.
he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be with New Orleans. So.
That's who they need to cut top. Just go and trade him now.
He can help himself outside of basketball.
He like that gumbo, man.
He likes that
That
guy.
New Orleans
I
gumbo.
can't blame him.
Crawfish.
Yeah.
But
New Orleans
I
got
know
some good heat.
Mark asked the question. He said, leave that man alone. Mark, which man you talking about? That's all
I
you
think it's
gotta
someone
ask.
Kyrie.
That's all you got to ask. I don't know which man you talking about.
Real quick, let's get through flex on D. Real quick, MLB playoff update and in the NHL season, is it going to be the same thing with Tampa?
Tampa didn't do so well opening night. Let's see their record
They got
right
smacked.
now.
They got
Yeah, they
smacked.
did. I know the Capitals played them too the other night.
Still early though.
It's early in the NHL season.
Because there's
Can't
82
win.
games too.
Yeah.
It's a long season.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's 2-1 right now.
They'll be fine.
They'll be all right.
Championship game.
It's good to see the NHL on ESPN once more. You know, they brought back the old thing, kind of remixed it a little bit. That was cool. TNT's coverage is interesting. Reminds me of NBC's coverage they just had. So the NHL getting that new blood in, freshen it up.
Young blood.
More networks helps with the money. MLB, the Dead Sox are winning. They're up 11-3 now.
Sheesh, beat him like a drum.
RZA.
They beat him like that drum that he stole the
Houston,
signs
man.
from.
It looks like it's gonna be Boston. I'm gonna still say the Dodgers gonna make it out. Atlanta's got to show they can win at least one game. If they can win at least one game in LA, they'll be all right. But they got 3 in LA coming up. It's gonna be interesting. We know the networks want Boston and LA. We know Fox is begging for that. But I'm hoping Houston, come on, man, help a brother out. We don't want to see Boston in this. Cheat somehow. I mean, do what you got to do.
Still some signs. I mean,
some signs. Hit the trash can.
That's
do
right.
something. Do something. I mean,
That's right.
Boston cheat all the time. I mean, come on. Man.
that's right. They do.
They
Don't
do.
do that.
They do.
Any thoughts on the NHL or the MLB playoffs before we get to this NFL?
I have no thoughts.
Yeah, Red Sox might be the World Series, though, man.
That's great, but I still have no thoughts.
Dodgers are in trouble.
Shout out to the Seattle Kraken.
The Kraken.
New expansion team in the NHL.
Kraken.
That
Shout out to them.
that has so many races.
Now we just need a supersonics back.
So you said they cracking the whip?
Is that see? I said.
Oh, boy.
It is the goddamn monster in the sea, the Kraken.
Sounds like the cracker, but
It does.
No.
It does. But it's on the monster in the sea.
It's on the
because
Boston
why do a
Sea.
bunch of white men have to hit a black pup?
Stop it.
On the white ice.
What movie was that?
We like our white men on this show. Okay? We like our white men.
We're clearly joking.
Oh, man. Well, let us know your thoughts on the NBA season, NHL, MLB playoffs, WNBA Finals. If you're liking us right now, share it, subscribe, hit that like button, donate to the cause if you like. Cash Tag the Flex Zone 1. But it's time for Sport of the Week, baby, and it's that NFL. Let's quickly run through some of these games. Look at some of these storylines. Thursday night, Buccaneers beat the Eagles. Buccaneers keep rolling. Jaguars go to London and get that first win. Urban Liar gets that first win. 23-20.
London.
My guy, Kirk Cousins and the Vikings get it done in Carolina, 34-28 in overtime. Rams beat the Giants, 38-11. Texans lose to the Colts, 31-3. Colts look good. Chiefs beat the WFT, 31-13. Cavante, real quick, let's get your recap on the WFT.
Queen. Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
hey, Brittany. Thoughts on the WFT? Currently, what, 2-4?
It's bad.
I mean 2-5 because they losing to Green Bay.
Oh, well, I was trying to get in the benefit of the doubt.
It is bad.
31st ranked defense.
It is bad. It is bad. I don't know if you guys well, I know y'all are more than aware of the emails that came out for John Gruden.
Oh boy,
They got him canned.
yeah.
Now it's
There's
now
more. There's more to come.
Yes, there's more to come. There's more to come. It started with Washington.
Oh boy, it's
They
gonna
said
be
they
fun.
had
Like between him and a lot of it was between him and Bruce Allen.
Is that the reason why they inducted Sean Taylor during the weekend?
I
Oh,
believe
boy.
so.
Because it did kind of come out last minute.
That's
didn't it?
and they said it was last minute too.
bro. It was bro. I got a whole set. I need a whole separate segment for that, bro. But I thought it was a hot mess, honestly. Like it was the only reason why I went is to show my respect to the one of the greater DBs that has played for the Washington football team as of late. Hardest hitting, one of the hardest hitting safeties, one of the most feared safeties during this time, and I just want to pay my respects to him retiring his jersey, have no spot on the field. His family was there, but it was very poorly put together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can tell it's like, oh, something's going on. Let's do this now.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they were probably going to do it later on in the season,
Mm-hmm.
but they moved it up because goofy, this is going on. Oh no, Bruce Allen's name is reared its ugly head again. Now it's with emails.
Oh,
now it's actually John Gruden. It's ugly. It's really ugly, and our record shows it. Like our record shows more than just our play on the field.
Yes, real quick, you got Packers, like D said, the Broncos, Buccaneers, Panthers, Seahawks, Raiders, Cowboys, Eagles, then divisional games.
Yo, it'd be a nice little losing streak. That's about to happen. Even the Broncos, it's a nice little losing streak coming up.
Well, let's keep it moving. I'm sure Kavante have more as the season progresses. Is Fitzpatrick coming back, or is that
doesn't matter?
Cam is vaccinated. You want Cam?
Nope.
Okay.
Because listen, the problem is not even the quarterback play. I still like Tyler Heineke. I still do, but we're not going to win no games. Our defense getting up 30 points a game.
Sure.
There you go.
30.
And it's crazy because this was the defense,
and that was supposed to. But see, listen again. What I say every year, when the expectations are high, that's when they fold. They popped out on folks last year. Won a division, top 3 defense. Now, we're expected to be a top 5 defense, and we fall on our face every game. Look at the stat. Every 30, it's 30. Even Danny Dimes gave us 30, I believe.
Outside of week 1, yeah.
We get up 30 a game. Who? I don't care who's that quarterback.
We'll keep it posted. Long season, but plenty more football. Ravens win 34-6. I mean, why do I win? Like Rod said, no blood pressure medicine, no high hypertension, anything like that. I mean, just got it done, especially on the defensive side.
Got it done. Thought the secondary played their best game of the year. Quite funny, the Chargers got out coaching the football game. I mean, it showed. Mm-hmm. I mean, first of all, you bring your team in on Saturday night for a Sunday afternoon.
Whoa,
game.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool.
I wish I would have known.
That happened.
I'd have changed it on my football pool.
That happened. They came on Saturday night
instead of Friday
night.
What the hell?
And they played on 1:00.
Like, did something happen?
I don't know.
Nah.
Were they delayed? Like, what happened?
I don't get the reason about it.
Then, they wanted to keep, rolling the dice, kept going for it.
Yeah, that analytics BS.
Yeah, let's go for it on the 20. On 20.
On 4th and 1, yeah.
4th and 1, yeah.
We have no respect for the Ravens.
Yeah.
They come early to play them.
And then you
they came the day of. Like,
throw the ball at Humphrey. Lamar Jackson played an average game, and they still blew out. So,
I mean, everybody from the running backs ate.
Yeah,
everybody got a touchdown.
I mean, he's
a bell sign
from the worst run defense in the league. I mean, it's time to feed.
They actually kept running the ball. I was happy to see that. Dre, thoughts? 34-6. I mean, Hammer was out.
You know what? I think that game showed that though Justin Herbert, like, we want to crown him, he's still young.
Right, second in the league.
Absolutely.
And it's not to say that he's not good or he's not going to be great. It just showed that the difference between somebody that's still young compared to a veteran, like Lamar Jackson, who's been through some things. And I think that Justin Herbert definitely is on his way. It was just a bad game. I'm not even going to include them in the not so game ball because I think that was just a aberration for the Chargers. This is a great team. It's just that the Ravens just caught them on the right day.
Right,
I mean, you
look.
coming in the night before.
Yeah.
And you came from LA.
And it was a 1 o'clock game, East Coast.
Bro, who made
It's
that?
not like the game was flexed out. It was 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
All the signs were there for them.
For them to get smacked. God damn.
Raj.
Well, I was at the game, so it looked. I told D yesterday when we did the post game show. I was very disappointed with the Chargers. I was extreme. I mean, I thought they was gonna come in. I thought Justin Herbert was gonna have a pretty decent game, maybe 2 or 3 touchdowns at least. But he came out there and laid an egg, man, and the rest of the team followed him. I'm not sure what to make of it with the Chargers, but the Ravens did what they were supposed to do. The defense finally showed up for the first time this season, had a really damn good, complete game. Josh Bynes came out there, started in Patrick Queen's spot, and just laid eggs on everybody. Deshaun Elliott came back yesterday and had a fantastic game, a sack and a pick. He made his presence known out there. Chuck Clark was playing well as great as well. Lamar, of course, he didn't have gaudy numbers, but he made the passes that counted, the passes that are going to win you games. He went out there and he did his thing. Mark Andrews is having a phenomenal season right now. He's catching balls in the end zone. And, of course, Marquise dropped the ball. But, hey, he drops balls every now and again. But he did his thing as well. But the person I really wanted to see, man,
our guy, baby.
the guy that our number one draft
That's right, our
pick,
best receiver.
Rashad Bateman made his NFL debut yesterday. And I'm so happy to see this brother out there. And he damn near played the whole game.
I think 40-something snaps.
Yeah, about 40, 50 snaps. He had a couple, had 4 catches, 29 yards, dropped the pass, but hey, I mean, it's his debut.
He looks healthy, man.
But he looked healthy. He looks like he's ready to go, and he was out there stiff arming people out there on the field.
That's right. We love Bateman.
I mean, the Ravens are right now in a position where they can actually make a lot of noise, even though they're very banged up. They have about 15 people on IR. A lot of people are coming back. People are still getting hurt too. But I don't know how. I mean, Dre, we have to have this conversation about Harbaugh, man, and maybe in the future show, or maybe a future video. But is John Harbaugh a Hall of Famer?
Oh, he's on his way.
That's the question that we're going to have to answer pretty soon, probably. But I mean, the Ravens right now are rolling. They're probably one of the best teams in the NFL. Guys like Stephen A. Smith. I have to say this, man, because I listened to his brother this morning. And by God, man, I mean, come on, I'm at work, and sometimes I just need something to listen to. So I mean, and of course, I've just been waiting to hear what he was going to say because he
can't say nothing negative.
He always got something slick to say.
He can't say nothing no more.
This brother this morning, man, just pissed me off.
He was making excuses for the Chargers.
Yeah, no, he wasn't making excuses for the Chargers. It's just that he was like, I need to see more from the Ravens. Like, what more do you need to see?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, when you talk about that's goofy. First of all, I need to really ask the question: why is Lamar Jackson's name not in the MVP conversation? Like legit.
I think he got into it Sunday.
I mean, but to me, before even Sunday, we were talking about people like Dak Prescott. We were talking about, is Kyler Murray is going to be like probably the front runner right now,
as he should be. As he should be.
But I just low key, I just don't understand how come Lamar Jackson's name is not really in that list, especially what he was able to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think right now, put the Ravens in that list, and especially what they're doing right now. Yeah.
Well, pending what happens the rest of this Monday night game, if Buffalo loses, the Ravens will be number 1 seed in the AFC right now, which would be pretty ironic with a big divisional game. And the Titans are up by 3. My upset pick of the week is trying to come through, baby, because I did pick the Lions of America. But we're not going to talk about that. Let's run through some of this game.
Damn.
I thought they were going to win the game, man. And I actually like the Bengals a lot, more than most people, so I'm surprised. But Packers beat the Bears 24-14. Bengals beat the Lions 34-11. Hey, start to train up, Cavante, baby. Cardinals undefeated still. Right, 37-14. That's right. Cowboys get it done, 35-29. Raiders get a win after the Gruden game, 34-24. Steelers winning overtime, 23-20. And like we just said, Titans up 34-31 with 3 minutes left.
Josh Allen.
Who?
This is where
you make
you make your money.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
This
proving it.
is
though.
where you make your money right here.
Dre, just get your game ball, not so game ball, brother.
Quickly, I'm gonna say that my game ball has to go to I'm gonna do like Cavante.
Yep.
Start low.
And
That's right.
I'm gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna give it to the Browns. Because I mean, we're talking about who's going to get paid, Baker or Lamar, and
Boy.
Baker's not proving it whatsoever. You have everything. You and Daniel Jones legit have everything aligned for you guys. Now, Daniel Jones,
Daniel Jones don't. I don't know why you keep
What does he
saying
have a
that.
line?
Daniel Jones don't got that stuff aligned.
I'm saying at least for offensively.
No, he don't. The offensive line is trash.
Offensive
Baker
line-
Mayfield has it aligned.
Has it lined
They
up.
gave-
Danny Dimes does not.
Well,
Daniel Jones.
Who Daniel Jones going to?
They did give Daniel Jones some weapons.
He,
got
that
some
offensive line
weapons.
is trash.
But,
You don't got no offensive weapons.
And
like
his
that.
coach is not it either.
Coach about to
yeah,
get
Baker
he
out.
Mayfield
doing some,
has it aligned.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
doing
you
some
need to start get off that train. Get off that.
But look,
Let Danny Dimes go.
I'm not on the Giants train. They let me down. But nevertheless, the Browns, they need to start looking into a quarterback or something, because
Yikes.
it's sad because Baker Mayfield, I thought that this would be a guy to at least compete, in that division, and it's just not looking like it. I mean, the Chiefs game, that was proof of it, but it was excusable.
So
because it
week
was
one.
Mhm. This past game, I mean, come on, dog. Like,
The only reason I'm gonna give him a slight pass because Hunt's out now. The injuries are starting.
no,
to
but you know what? We can't say that because look at Lamar Jackson and his running back.
They're the same guy. They're the same person.
That's the same person though. So
They're
you
not.
can't
They're
overcome
not.
it.
But I mean,
That's the difference.
but-
you can't overcome. These injuries.
but if you want to be paid,
Sure.
these are things that you have to look into, and how come you're not able to overcome these certain things? Because when we come down to the owner, the coaches, they all are going to say these type of things when they're trying to pay Baker Mayfield and be justified for why. And it's just not looking good right now. So the Browns have a long way to go. And it's sad because the Browns should be favored, to win the division, being everything that you said lines up for them. It's not looking good right now. But my game ball, and I haven't said this in a while, America, but when I was with Brittany, I had to say it yesterday. How about them Dallas Cowboys?
I hate him.
I mean, I thought the game was over.
I hate him.
And I legit thought it was over. I was like, you know what? Typical Cowboys. They about to lose this.
My
Sat
man.
back there, and
Shout out to Mama Hurt.
they surprised me.
Dre, they have an elite quarterback. I told y'all he's a
Surprised you
tier
didn't
one
have
quarterback.
Baker.
He said they
He's a
No.
tier one quarterback.
No, Daniel Jones had that game,
He's
And then-
young. He's a rookie.
but I mean,
Daniel Jones? You mean Mac Jones?
Mac
Jones.
Jones,
I don't disrespect that man.
McCorkle.
Said they all look
No,
alike.
no. That Patriots defense ain't what it used to be, and they ain't got nothing for CD
Sorry,
Lamb.
used to a white man with the last name Jones.
And you got two of them.
But
They got an elite quarterback, Dre. I told y'all he's a tier one guy.
Dak didn't look worried.
He should be in the
whatsoever.
MVP conversation.
Yes. Well, I've heard Dak's name in the MVP conversation. This Lamar has it, but Dak and Lamar need to be in the MVP conversation.
Sure.
Now, can the only question I'm starting to have a doubt is because it looks like they're gonna win this division.
Run away
Look
with it.
like it.
They're gonna run away with it.
gonna
And they got a
win
defensive
it.
player of the year.
They
When it comes to the playoffs, is their coach going to make a boneheaded decision similar
Sure,
to like
of
what
course.
Green Bay's head coach did in the NFC Championship
Absolutely.
game that cost them? That's the only deciding factor for me right now with the Dallas Cowboys.
Raj, game ball, not so game ball.
Game ball goes to let me do Nassau game ball first. Let me start low and high, as Cavante likes to do.
It's a thing.
It's a wonderful thing. But my Nassau game ball goes to the Chargers, man. My God, I mean, they laid a huge egg. Only 6 points. They've been averaging almost 30 points per game. Mike Williams been going crazy. Keenan Allen's been going nuts as well. And Justin Herbert is an MVP candidate, but God damn it, 6 points ain't getting the job done. So they get my Nassau game
Missed
ball.
the extra point.
Man, even the kicker missed that.
That's they always got kicker problems.
They do.
Yeah, that's his fifth
They
miss.
do.
Extra point already.
He gotta
Damn.
go.
Damn.
It was god awful watching that, man. But my game ball. Come back to me, my game ball.
Go ahead, D, real quick.
All right, I'm gonna start the normal, start high, and the Ravens, but in a different way, to honor the Mlb player that passed away over the weekend, over last week. Organizations know their communities and do well, and the Ravens, with the situation with Mo, his family, the Ravens honored it. Ravens honoring the situation with Mervo and fighting them guys out, having mom and his brother get honored. It's a class organization, man. It's not just always about what's on the field, but as well what's going on off the field. So the Ravens get props there. Game ball, not so game ball though. Go college football. First time since 2011. No teams from Florida in the top 25. No Miami, no Florida,
No Florida State.
Florida State, no UCF, eventually, none of them.
And UCF got smacked by
No,
Cincinnati. Whoo, Cincinnati look good, y'all.
Yeah, Cincinnati number 2.
Cincinnati
baby.
look good, man.
We hoping they can break.
I told
the
you they
bubble.
was gonna have a chance.
I think they can break this bubble here, man, because Georgia's defense is just good.
My
God.
Gosh, they suffocating for us.
Yeah, man. It's, and then Oklahoma made the move with the quarterback. So I think we got our 3 teams, and then the Big Ten might be the 4th team here. Oh, wait a minute.
No, keep on, D.
Yeah, yes. That's it. That's my game ball, not so game.
Oh man. Oh, Raj, you got your game ball, man.
Yes, my game ball goes to Arizona. Arizona. I mean, I had doubts about this team. I think I'm starting to believe now.
Come on, man. Come on over.
I think they finally got it together.
Or at least this week they play the Texans. So come
Kyler
on.
Murray is a bad brother, man. And his weapons is AJ Green is a whole new player.
He's alive.
You see what a change of scenery will do for you?
AJ Green is
Came
I
back
tell
from the
you,
dead.
bro.
AJ Green is back to being the guy that he was and with the Bengals.
Yeah.
He's doing things that I thought he couldn't do anymore, and it's amazing to watch, man. Christian Kirk is playing well. DeAndre Hopkins, of course, is DeAndre Hopkins. And the new Zach Ertz is on the squad now as well.
That's true.
So
Yeah, that was a hell of a
my
trade.
God.
My heavens, they're star-studded.
they get my game ball this week. It's 6-0. I think they're
7-0.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
They about
7.
to play the Texans. That's why.
That's a bye week.
Run it up.
Bye
So I just
Dial it up.
Dial it up,
take
run
the
it up.
spread.
So Kyler
Take
Murray,
it on.
I think it's 17.
my good
I'm taking
brother.
it.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, Arizona gets my game ball.
Well, I want to give a game ball to the Raiders, man. They got to win. I mean, through all the BS, John
Dang.
Gruden, they still are a
I was
solid
going
team.
for you.
Well, you were, but I was still. I'll go. But I would give it to the Raiders. I really was surprised they won, actually.
I want to.
Yeah, Denver's been, I don't know.
Denver's a
Denver.
cheap
My not so game ball is the Browns. I don't know what the hell they're doing. And what they say, the SOBs. Same old
And
Browns.
now the injuries are piling up on them too.
Start low and high, Cravante.
Man, what is Miami doing? I can't believe it.
Thing is, Tua actually didn't play that bad.
And
It
Tua,
wasn't-
and
it
it
It wasn't Tua's fault. I
Tua.
tried to tell Riles, I'm like, he actually played well, but the defense is trash. Another team.
So I
I think
did.
we got a
so they
dead
had,
coach walking here.
so they had they
Good.
did have 2 corners out, but
Yeah.
my heavens, you're not supposed to lose to the Jaguars in
No,
London.
With a lead.
With a lead, right?
With the lead, like, what's up? Like Urban Meyer and them was supposed to be dead in the water, especially after that goofiness that happened
And
with
you know
him.
what's funny? That might be the only win this whole season.
Possibly, and it was against you.
Yeah,
It was
the thing is,
against
you never want to be the
you.
one.
You don't absolutely you don't want to be the one. Who's left the Lions? The Lions still don't have.
Lions don't have a win.
Who don't want to be the one? Don't want to be the one. But anyway, Dolphins. Again, it wasn't Tua's fault, but Dolphins basically laid the egg in London. My game ball. I was going to say Cardinals. Then I was going to say Raiders, but I will say Aaron Rodgers, man. He showed out. Why he telling people they own him? He owned them. Why he telling people that?
I own you.
Why he telling people that?
He does.
He does.
He does.
Like
My man
24
even say he
3.
won't even play for Chicago if he leave Green Bay.
That's right. That's right. Never.
So,
Never. And the stuff that he's done to them, why would you even accept him?
How
But-
goofy do you have to be if you're the Packers to let this man potentially walk out of the door?
And he laughed.
You talk about bend over and take it. You bend over and take it for Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, wow.
They said he
Oh, wow.
laughed when he said this woman gave him two middle
The
fingers.
two birds, right?
I can imagine him laughing at her, saying, "I own
He
it."
said, "Oh, look what she." I got you down, man. Y'all goofy. Hi.
Real quick, let's get through some of these games for Week 7.
Yeah.
Thursday night. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen Thursday night.
Yo, I don't know, man.
And I'm just gonna leave that there.
Because no Kareem Hunt, no Nick Chubb,
Possibly
and
Baker
he got it.
Mayfield
And
is-
Baker Mayfield has a torn labrum in his left shoulder.
Yes, he does.
I want to pick Denver, but something told me the Broncos coming east though.
Case Keenum,
Something. No.
Who?
Case Keenum
is the backup.
is the backup for the
He's
Browns.
still.
He's still there. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a backup.
Yeah.
It's as bad as Nate Peterman.
I'm going to take Cleveland 13-7.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna take Cleveland as well.
I won't be watching that.
13-7.
Cleveland's in a must win.
I'll come back.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I'll come back to that
The
one.
Denver's is so.
Is
they're
Chubb
cheap city.
playing? Is Nick Chubb?
Nobody
I don't know. I
knows.
don't think he's playing. It's a
He
short
got
week.
hurt. He
It's a
was
short week.
inactive this week.
It's a short week.
No, it's Hunt.
Cavante,
No, Hunt is out. I'm
No.
picking Denver.
God.
No, I'm saying, like, I want to roll with Denver.
I'm picking
If
Denver.
this is a normal week, I probably would have picked them.
Cavante, the WFT cover against the Green Bay. Now, do they win? Do they cover?
It's 9. I'm gonna say no. It's actually -9. And I
Kansas
don't
City
think
and
they will.
Tennessee. D. So we go.
Well, Iron Eagle, Charles Davis, another Kansas City game. I like the Chiefs though. Tennessee's coming off a short week at home. It's gonna be tough.
Man.
I'll take the over.
Over big time.
I'm gonna skip through some of these games real quick.
Yeah.
Let's get to the big one. Cincinnati, Baltimore, first place battle.
All right.
Ooh,
Kevin Holland in the building. I like the Ravens, and this week we will be a little closer.
Yeah.
We'll be close.
Not great.
Oh man, it's gonna be something because Burrow and them boys coming to town.
I low
Jamar
key.
Chase and them, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna
Hey,
be
D, it's gonna be a slobber knocker.
Good God Almighty! Good God!
Oh,
Get that
man.
barbecue sauce.
Chicago, Tampa Bay. I mean, Tampa's gonna win that.
Run it.
Yeah.
A
And
game-
then
It's
home.
not a good slate of
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Out of the bye weeks.
Indy, and San Fran.
Yeah, that's our Sunday night game.
Yes.
I picked Indy. I think Indy starting.
I'm picking San
I
Fran.
think Indy starting.
Indy is starting to play a little better.
I'm glad you're feeling that the Ravens are going to win, though. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, my man. You know what? Real quickly, the Rams and Lions. They're coming home. They're coming home of
Jared Goff
Jericho.
had to get called up.
But yeah, that's the only thing. Like you went from crying to calling your quarterback out. That's not a good look in Detroit. So this definitely gonna be a blowout.
Monday night, New Orleans and Seattle.
Ooh, that's a tough one too.
Nolans.
Yeah, because Gene Malenko, he turns over the ball the wrong time.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that, man.
Nolans.
Dub, what's going on?
The man with 1,000 turnovers.
He does it the wrong
Man.
time. Every
Make sure you
time.
subscribe to that YouTube, Paul.
Wrong time.
Yes,
I'm
subscribe to the YouTube, Paul. The Flex Zone Podcast.
I'm gonna pick Seattle.
Oh
Lucky.
gosh, I don't even want
I don't know
to
why.
pick. I don't want to pick any of these games. I just know
I said it's
Arizona's
not-
on.
No,
That's
these
it.
are also trash.
Give me
Like I said,
Arizona.
most of the good teams on bye.
Give me Arizona. But in a tough week of crappy NFL games,
Trash.
you still have the goofies,
Damn, I didn't pick
That
really
is.
home teams.
and that is time for Cavante's goofies of the week. Hitting them harder than the late great Sean Taylor, baby, the voice of reason, baby.
I just want to say, repping the late great Sean Taylor's college jersey. Shout out to the youth.
They need something to shut out for. They ain't doing
Matter of fact, you were in the building for one of your goofies, actually. On-site goofy this week.
I was on
A
site,
little
yeah.
tease. A little tease.
I was definitely on site at FedEx Field in Orlando. It was terrible. Well, the first half was actually very entertaining. We were actually winning. I couldn't imagine the money line if you would pick Washington football team to be up at halftime. You'd have cashed something
Yeah,
crazy
nice
because
little bit of
I know it was
change.
plus money. But we were actually ahead 13-10 and then got washed in the second half. But we're not a second half team at all. So that makes sense. Just want to say rest in peace, rest in power to the late great Sean Taylor. Still missed, still very much a tragedy. What happens, I'll never forget the night/morning of that. Cried like a baby going to high school. It was bad. And his spirit still lives on, and I'm sure he was scratching his head. I'm sure he was scratching his head over the game.
Titans got it done, America.
Did they?
Yeah.
My
And
heavens.
that's why I'm picking the Titans to beat the Tribal Chiefs.
Oh, the Titans won.
That's
Yeah.
right. And I picked the Titans.
Derrick Henry won.
That means
Wow.
the Bills are
That means the Ravens have the number one seed in the AFC, America.
There it is.
Home field, baby.
There it
Go
is.
through Baltimore.
There it is.
Every
So,
playoff start today.
but I just wanted to get that out the way. And also, even though D said there's no Florida teams in the top 25, still shout out to you for Sean Taylor for having one of the greatest defenders of all time. Welcome to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time. So let me tell you what I thought was goofy this week. I know I have my trusty baby Goofy, low level. And called him a wannabe.
Ooh, a wannabe.
A wannabe.
The Hall of Fame Shannon Sharp has won 3 championships.
Yep.
With 2 in Denver, 1 with Baltimore.
Yep.
One of the best tight ends that ever played a game.
Mm-hmm.
A little boy.
Call him a little boy. And call him a wannabe.
Known for
And a
media.
wannabe.
Known for one of the best shows in all of sports talk.
It's very
Television.
interesting.
And this was after, I believe this is and I quote, Shannon Sharp said, "Nothing to question. That was a dumbass play. And your pride won't let you admit it. You can't question anything I've done. Pray your resume will be as complete as mine. Pray." Words from Shannon Sharp. And DK just didn't quite seem to
That's cool.
he didn't quite seem to get it. It's almost as if, and if y'all could check his age, check his age real quick. I know he's young,
I got you.
but check his age for me real quick. This is why the old heads always have something to say about the young guys.
23. He'll
Yeah,
be
that's what I
24 in December.
That's what I said. He had to be 23, 24.
He'll be 24 in December.
And it's 2021, so shoot, he was almost a 2000. He was born 99, 2000. But
Going 99 to the 2000s.
so what? He's born at the end of the 90s. So I guess so. He might have missed. Oh no, he was on 2000 team, but no, he would have been a baby at the time with Shannon Sharp. So he would have missed that. But I mean, I'm sure you see him on television. He has a very distinct voice. He articulates himself very well. He's on one of the highest viewing sporting shows in the country.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason why you don't know who Shannon Sharp is. And also being a former NFL player, like this fraternity is pretty tight. It's not that many people that's played in the NFL and currently in the NFL. So you should know the greats of every position, not just yours. And for him to not know, or at least play that he doesn't know, because we don't know if he sounds like he's not. Now he sounds real what they say as us black folks, ignorant. He sounds and looks real ignorant with a pacifier in his mouth, calling somebody a little boy. I'm just saying, and with highlight colored hair. Just saying, do your research, brother. But as the day went on, he did backtrack. He was kind of walking it back by saying, "Oh yeah, well, you know, I hope my resume is as good as yours." But he was talking all that trash. I think he actually did do his research and was like, "Oh snap!" I don't think he actually realized who he was talking to. That was goofy funny. I'll leave the green card. I haven't used this in in some time, so I would call that baby goofy.
The match is here on any given Sunday.
Terrible. I will. My next two I will tie together. They're both highest of the high level goofy. This is the second week that a family member of a popular player has done something goofy. Patrick Mahomes' younger brother is Jackson Mahomes. Jackson Mahomes.
Jackass Mahomes.
Yes, the nickname tonight by Jerry Coleman.
At this point, it is Jackass Mahomes. Again, he's doing some antics off the field. Well, on the field, like in the arena. That is some cause for concern. Recently, I was at the Washington football game, and we were commemorating the life and the jersey and the legacy of Sean Taylor, retiring his jersey. His family, his folks was there, and there's a spot on the field on the Washington side of the field where it's 21, and it was roped off during the game and the ceremony and all that. And this guy, let me find it.
Doing goofy TikTok dances. Doing goofy TikTok dances.
Goofy.
Going to the Redskins room real quick.
It's one of Kansas City is struggling this year.
Oh, Lord.
I don't want to get in trouble. For those that missed it, the front running back. Now I want y'all to see closely that he's dancing, and that is on the number of that's 21. That's the number of Sean Taylor.
Who let him over the gate?
Yeah,
why is he over there by himself?
Right.
Security, do your job.
Like,
Right.
I don't know what's up, but
paid in burger bucks now.
you know. So once before, you know, one time it's like, all right, it's once is, you know, one time, all right, whatever. You got the emotion, you got the best of you. It happens. We're not perfect. Now, 2 times you're showing a trend of goofiness that you're doing, and I don't think he understands that Patrick Mahomes is going to have to answer for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then had his wife or fiance. Are they married yet? Or they're engaged?
I think they're married. Aren't they?
They're goofy.
They're goofy. Patrick Mahomes has an answer for this. He's the one playing every week and got the cameras and the microphones all in his face. He's going to have to answer for this, not you. But you're making life significantly harder for him because he's not having the best season right now. And you're continuing to be goofy. And it's just so happens that both his incidences were in Maryland.
There they were.
Wow. Good point.
That's something I don't know. Is it the Maryland Air where he doesn't care for or what? But he had some tasteless acts that he did in the Ravens game after the Ravens beat the Kansas City Chiefs by 1 point on that. Was that Monday or Sunday night?
Sunday
night.
Sunday night. Okay. So yeah, this is looking like a trend. Now you're being goofy in the Washington football stadium in FedEx Field. Wow, we're remembering Sean Taylor. Why are you doing? Why? Like, I know you know somebody placed you there. Like, you don't just why are you on the visiting side of the field? Is what I'm trying to figure out, because y'all don't, that's on it's on Washington side of the field. What are you even doing over there? Right. You were placed over there, but to do a photo op, take pictures and stuff. Why are you doing TikTok? This is beyond disrespectful, like beyond, and that's why his sister-in-law has come to his defense, because you're a child and you're acting like a child. Like, bro, grow up, because you're making life harder for Patrick Mahomes, and it's already hard. My man just got to 500, and we 6 games to the season. Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs just getting back to 500. He's not playing well. Defense not playing well, and you over here being goofy. I don't get it. Being very tasteless at M&T Bank Stadium, and then showing no class at FedEx Field. Dancing for TikTok videos on my man's legacy. Like, folks, you get dealt with nowadays, bro. You get dealt with for stuff like that. Patrick Mahomes not gonna save you, bro. Patrick Mahomes got bigger problems to deal with.
Say you gonna shove him like them passes, man.
Get up out of here, bro. Get him. He needed a timeout because he still acting like a child. So that's one.
Just don't take it on any more games. Leave him at home.
Bro, you can't come. Straight up.
Come.
You can't come because you don't know how to act. You did this twice. Can't come, bro. Mom, get him. Mom, get him up out of here. So part 2 of this is there is a scandal continuing to go on, an NFL scandal with I can't even say alleged emails because these are real. So these are actually emails that are going on between John Gruden and some other other people of the Good Old Boys Club.
Goofy boys.
Good old boy network.
So it's the good old boys.
And it the white people that are in power, the NFL, the guys who make decisions. But I can't even say the guys make decisions because he was talking trash about Roger Goodell too. But so this all started with the Washington football team because they were being investigated at the time when Bruce Allen was still in control of the team. So there were some emails going back and forth, very tasteless, as you can imagine. Very tasteless, very I can't even say racial undertone because I think it was just straight up racist. Like I don't even think it was an undertone about it. It was just straight up racist. Like I haven't seen Bruce Allen said things like, "Oh, I'm lowering somebody's salary. I'm trying to lower somebody's salary right now." Like things like that. You know what I'm saying? And and him and John Gruden obviously going back and forth, but we all know it wasn't just them two. In this email, but since it derived from Washington, we're involved, even though Bruce Allen's no longer with the team. Thank the heavens. We're still very much involved. But I said all that to say because I feel like they rushed Sean Taylor's ceremony. It looked very, very, very poorly put together, terribly timed, and it looks bad. It looks like how the football team looks. It looks how their record looks. It looks egregious, and I will not be going to any more games in the near future. The next football game I go to will be a Ravens game, and I will not be supporting them in person in the near future because that was very sick. Honestly, the only reason why I went was because they was commemorating my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Get you a jersey.
And I'm like, I'm for damn sure not supporting and buying any Washington football game. You crazy? Absurd? Like how? What? Now I have my own, and I like the history of the Miami football team. That's why I got his jersey in college, his college jersey. I would not be buying anything Washington related for quite some time because that was very, very poorly put together. And the fact that they allowed this goofy, going back to my other one, to dance on his jersey, like that doesn't happen to good organizations.
All right.
Where's
security?
You wouldn't dare, like the young kid that passed away, he had a terminal illness, Mo. I wouldn't dare see nobody dance on the MO in Baltimore.
Right.
I wouldn't dare. Because nobody would allow that because they have a staple. They're a staple in the community, and they're a staple in Maryland. Like it's different when you come to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? But you get away with whatever you want to do. Come 40 minutes down south, but that's what they allow, and that's what they get. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible that I'm still a fan at this point, but I'm very objective, as y'all know. If it's trash, I'll tell you it's trash.
It's trash.
It's beyond trash. Like light it on fire.
Well, last year wasn't so much trash, but besides that,
generally it's trash.
Like you said, when they got expectations.
When the expectations come, and just how would you jack up Sean Taylor's memorial ceremony? Like that's the one thing you got to get right. Because really ain't much great happened since he been gone.
Yeah. First of all, it should have been done, be honest with you.
Took a long time.
Yes, absolutely. But that's the team down south at this point. That's how I'm referring to them now. They the team down south. They the team that's down south. And it's tragic. Like not even forget the loss. I expected that. But y'all was supposed to do halftime right, bringing out the alumni from 1950s and 60s, and bringing out the old football, all old Santana Moss, Clint Portis, all his boys. You know what I'm saying, from Miami that he played with and all that. For what? And show him that? Disappointing.
Disappointed.
Beyond disappointed. I walked out of that state. I walked out of that stadium feeling a type of way.
You should.
It wasn't good. It wasn't a good feeling. So yeah, needless to say, moving forward, my weekly reports will be short because I don't have much to say. I am thoroughly disappointed in the acts that have transpired over this weekend, and I want to move on. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But again, what's that boy name? Mahomes? Jackass Mahomes. For his antics and his TikTok dancing, still very young. He doesn't understand who his brother. I don't think he really understands like who his brother is and what he's worth and what he really means and how you're making his life much harder than it has to be.
Yep.
Like somebody has to answer for that. That's the thing about being related to, well, very closely related to a superstar. Not even just an NFL player, a superstar. He has to answer for that. So Jackson Mahomes, whoever was on the team of putting together the ceremony for Sean
Dan
Taylor,
Snyder.
bad. And honestly, I don't know. I haven't seen or heard from him in I don't know how long. So I don't even know if it was him.
Oh, I think he's saying they coming for me with these emails. Let me get my
probably
stuff.
next. If Bruce Allen was in on it, you probably not too far.
He trying to hire whatever nerd out of Harvard or Ivy League school to delete them emails.
Listen, bro, they got the emails.
Hack the system.
Listen,
he hiring a hacker.
Listen, they got the emails. They know who was CC. And then, the NFL had not released it. But when they do, it's gonna be a hot mess. Already know what it is, and more people are gonna get fired or resign. Watch for people getting resigned.
Just
Watch
resign.
people walking away now. Watch for those people.
Real quickly, let me interject that it's not just in the NFL. This thing is spread.
Yeah.
They talking about like Hooters is involved, like somebody involved in the corporation for Hooters.
Maybe they'll make them have better wings.
This is
not that bad.
This is gonna be tragic.
Maybe.
I can't wait. But anyway, Jackson Mahomes, the poorly put together ceremony, for Sean Taylor, and of course, baby, DK Metcalf and his
Donkey Kong Metcalf.
and he's his binky and his highlighted colored hair. But you're not good at it though. Like, at least if you're gonna troll, be funny.
No, I mean, the troll dolls.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about the troll doll. That's a throwback. That is a throw. He does have troll. And I think he finally caught on, which is why I'm giving him the low level goofy, because I think he actually did do his research, because he definitely walked back his comments. He definitely walked it back
as he should
have, because you're stupid. It's dumb. You're the reason why old heads keep talking about the young cats. They keep saying they don't know nothing, because you don't. Anyway, those are my goofies of the week. Y'all know my line. There's a thin line between goofy and great, and all these brothers are on the wrong end of it. Y'all got to do better.
Thank you for that, Cavante. Real quick debate of the day. Will the Lions win a game this season? And if so, when will it be? I'm looking at the schedule. I didn't drop my phone because it's just disgrace. It is trash.
That's what it should be.
It is trash. Real quick. Rams this week, then the Eagles, then the Steelers, Browns, Bears, Vikings, Broncos, Cardinals, Falcons, Seahawks, Packers. I don't know.
Jesus. Dang, you can't catch the Seahawks now?
They catch Seahawks. Russ will probably be back.
Yeah, Russ will be back by then.
Right. Shoot, they might lose to Geno at this rate.
Right. The one shot may be done.
Their one shot to me is home against Chicago on Thanksgiving. I think that is the game, America. Save this clip. I think that's the game they win. If they win a game, it's going to be Thanksgiving at home against Chicago.
Justin Fields might come. He might come out. He might come out on Thanksgiving.
If they're going to win a game, it has to be home on Thanksgiving. I don't know where else they win a game.
You know what? Honestly speaking, when I'm looking at their schedule,
they're going to beat the Falcons.
That game is in Atlanta, by the way.
They're
going to beat the Falcons.
All right, so it's possible to beat the Eagles. It's possible to beat the Steelers. It's possible to beat the Vikings. Broncos.
They're not beating
He
the
said,
Vikings.
nah.
They're not
They're
gonna
locked
beat the
on
Vikings.
one
They're not gonna
side.
beat the Vikings.
By the Seattle game, Russ will be back. So
Right. That's what I say.
I
I'm
said
like,
the
can they get
best.
Seattle now?
As I said, maybe they go to Denver week 14, maybe. That's amazing.
So, like I said, those are three possibilities to me: the Eagles, Steelers, or the Vikings. Maybe the Broncos too. So it's possible for them to win one. I feel kind of bad for their coach because it seems like he does care because he was crying.
Oh, he's very, very, very passionate.
But-
Very passionate. But you don't have the personnel.
But and I almost made him the not so game ball because you can't just throw your quarterback. And I know it's frustrating. I know who Jared Goff is, but you can't throw your quarterback under the bus, especially this game coming up.
But did he?
He kind of did. He kind of. I watched.
I didn't see it. I'm asking, but
I watched the press conference. He said he needs to play better.
And then he tried to clean up, say, "Oh, we all need to play better."
Then he said we all need to play better. But let me just say this real quick, man. The Detroit Lions have been an abomination since I've been born, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, they retired Calvin Johnson when he was 30. They retired Barry Sanders when he was 30. They made the playoffs maybe a couple times with Matthew Stafford, but never gave this man a defense. Never gave this man a running back. And now they're in a situation where they can go probably 0-17
my heavens.
in this freaking season because
It'll be second team
goofy.
history to not win a game.
But I will say this: they do play very hard for Mr. Campbell, and they're damn near in every game except for this Bengals game they just played. But I mean, it got to come to fruition at some point that they're going to win a game this season because. I mean, they have a lot of talent on the squad. Jared Goff is a pretty decent quarterback. Their running back is a pretty good running back as well. And the wide receivers are unknown, but they seem to catch the ball very well too. But I mean, I don't think they're going to go winless throughout the rest of the season. Hopefully, they get a victory. But I mean, they got to get it together now. And then the coach got to stop making excuses and stop crying on camera. He got to get it together. He needs to motivate his squad to do better without putting his quarterback under the bus.
Yeah. You can't do that in front of people. You can't do that in front of folk. Especially when that's your guy and you ain't got nobody behind him.
Right. For him.
But so my thing is, what's happening is what I expected. Because Sean McVay got the absolute most you can possibly get out of Jared Goff.
He did.
Yep.
He got the absolute most you could. And that was a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah.
I think Jared Goff only has one win without Sean McVay
One.
in his career.
He's 0-for with Dan Campbell, and he's 0-for. I think he was 0-for with Jeff Fisher.
Yeah.
But again, Sean McVay. That's more of an testament to Sean McVay.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see what Sean McVay did with Jared Goff. He goes to Detroit and dies. Like he's dying a slow death. And I'm not familiar with Dan Campbell's background, but I know
he was on the 0-16 Lions team.
Oh boy.
Who?
Dan Campbell.
Yes.
Get out of here.
He was on that team.
He was a player.
Oh, he's a player. Okay.
He was on it. Yeah, he was on it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in his blood.
Yes.
It's in his
blood.
Wow.
Losing is in his blood, baby.
That's why he was sobbing so badly because he knows how he's felt it since he was a player.
That's just
He
coming.
might feel it
Listen,
again.
Jared Goff is average.
Well, that's why he's
at
talking about
best.
busting kneecaps and biting
Biting
heads
head-
off.
Well, that's easy to say before the season starts.
Right.
He ain't saying that shit now.
He calling out his quarterback.
I say, yo, he's that, but that means you're frustrated.
He is.
You're beyond frustrated
Definitely
because
was frustrated.
listen, the Ravens game was very winnable.
Yep.
Justin Tucker they had an all-time great kick.
Yeah.
You almost came back and beat the 49ers. I mean, he's been close and just keep getting snatched back. So he's frustrated. But bro, that's the life of a head coach, bro. You wanted this job, this would come with it. And Jared Goff is average. Like what you saying from him, he's not gonna get no
Better
better.
win the game. He might be out the door.
Dang, early.
Yeah.
Sheesh. But yeah, dang, it's rough, hard, cold work. Listen, man, all jobs aren't created equally. All jobs ain't meant to be had, man.
All jobs don't go to heaven.
At all,
Boy,
man.
you right about that.
The JOB.
Any other thoughts before we close out the show?
No, sir.
No.
Dang,
Next
they
week-
might go on. They might go on.
Next week, Dre, what are we talking about?
Top influential players in the NBA all time.
Well, we'll be back for episode 315 next week. Same time, same place. You know the vibes. Shout out to Knowledge once again on the boards. Make you sound better than we are. Show is executive produced by the head of the Flex Zone table, Andre Melton. Senior producer, Cavante Hurd. I'm the social producer. Social media, Rise. Let them know how to find us.
Hey, y'all can check out the Flex Zone podcast on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. There's going to be a lot more content coming. I'm thinking about doing a video tomorrow, so stay tuned. If you haven't checked this out today, it's going to be real special for tomorrow.
And drop the cash tag in the chat so people can donate if they like to.
All right.
FlexZone1@gmail.com. Wednesdays on all your streaming platforms. Episode 315 back again next week. And until next week, let us know what you want to see from us as well on the content side of the YouTube. We'll make it happen. More stuff coming your way soon. And until next week, we gone.
We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.